Welcome to the Untitled podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Stonewall Craft, alongside my co-host, as always, Lorenzo Rocha. How you doing?
Doing good in quarantine.
How have you been treating quarantine life, buddy?
Well, still working at Target.
Love that.
It's kind of a ghost town here in Bloomington, so it's not like my job's changed very much. But just hanging out with you guys, hanging out with my girlfriend Alex, playing some Xbox, watching some One Tree Hill. Pretty much my normal life.
So what I've been doing is been watching Game of Thrones again. Great show. But, I mean, honestly, quarantine life kind of sucks. Not really doing anything. Playing a lot of video games. Trying to balance the girlfriend and video game life.
It's tough.
It is tough. So, I mean, quarantine's boring. So let's not even talk about it. Let's intro. You hear him stirring a little bit. Let's intro our first guest. So we're actually doing a fantasy NBA draft. I wanted to think of like a gimmick that we could talk about because stuff isn't really happening. I mean, the NFL kind of popped off, but Corona, infringed on our podcast. Couldn't really do it. So we can talk about it later, but I just kind of want to do something. So we're going to pick 6 people each. There's 3 more people with us. So there's going to be 30 picks. Going to be snake draft order. And our first guest is our good friend, Taylor Miller. How you doing, Schmil?
Doing all right, guys. How are you guys today?
Could be better. And then we also have Marcus Brewer, our roommate. Didn't know him till this year. How you doing?
How's everyone? I'm doing great, my guy. How about you? How about everybody in this quarantine afternoon?
Great. And then we have finally Peyton Michelle Manring. How you doing?
Man, doing great. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. We've been wanting to do one of these group things. One of our best pods, I think, last year, Roach. Or when did we do this pod? 2 years ago?
It was in 2018, so about a year and a half, fall of 2018.
So one of the best ones we did was with our friends, I thought, personally. And since no one is doing anything, I figured we'd do a little gimmick pod.
Gang.
So, Schmil, what's the draft order?
So the draft order, as I was told, was Lorenzo has the number 1 pick. Myself, I have the number 2 pick. Marcus with 3. Peyton will go 4th. And then Stonewall will go 5th.
So, right before we started, Roach goes, Schmil goes, we should have team names. And Roach goes, yeah, let's just do it. I don't have one right now. Who has one?
I got one.
What is it?
I
got dibs on the Cochinos.
The Cochinos. Schmil, you got one?
Yeah, the Naptown Nappers.
Marcus, do you have one?
Off rip, the Mighty Ballers.
That's good.
Peter.
You said Peter, the Pittsburgh Peters.
I literally
Wonderful.
haven't even thought of one. Maybe I'll get. I don't know. Can you think of one for me? I don't even know.
I think you should go with the classic, man. Go back to the 2K
All right.
days.
The Swaggies.
The Seattle Swaggies are my team. With the Swaggies, what we do is we play defense, we hit threes, and we move the ball. That's what we do. And I'm going to keep that theme going. So, Lorenzo, put 30 seconds on the clock. Let me get my clock going.
LeBron James.
What? LeBron James, number 1 pick.
Taking off the big board, boys.
So, why'd you pick LeBron, number 1?
I'm trying to win a championship this year.
Oh, yeah. So that's the premise as well. You're trying to win one game. Like, the game is on the line. You need to win this game or you die, basically. Death is upon us if you lose this game. So keep going, LeBron.
So I'm trying to win the championship this year in this one game.
Mm-hmm.
No better man to lead the charge than the GOAT himself.
I love it. Who is unwrapping something in the middle of the pod?
Sorry, it was crackers.
Schmil, number 2 pick. Go.
See, going into this, I was thinking we were going to build a franchise, so I have to rethink it a little bit, and but not too much
Excuses,
overthinking.
I love it.
See, I'm gonna just go with the man who's been there. He's done it twice. Won Finals MVP twice.
Oh, no.
Kawhi Leonard.
Marcus is
Kawhi's off the big
crying.
board. Kawhi is off the big board.
Okay.
He's proven himself a couple times. Went up to Toronto, carried that team last year against a quote unquote dominant Warriors team that did suffer some injuries, but the experience of Kawhi, and he's load managing himself this year, so he'll be well rested.
All right, great. Marcus, your boy's off the board. Who you picking?
It's tough, but I guess I'm just going to go with the main man of the hour right now, Giannis.
Love it.
Antetokounmpo. And let's just face it, guys, he's hungry.
He's hungry.
He is. I love it.
7 foot with a handle. The dagger from 3 is coming. And, he's just not having a new kid. He wants to welcome his kid in the world with a championship.
I love it. Peyton Michelle Mannering, who you got?
In bold statement here, but I think LeBron's best duo that he's currently working with right now, and I think ever, in my opinion, Anthony Davis.
Damn.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting you to say Lillard, but
AD picked 4th.
he's playing a smart game.
What do you guys think of AD picked 4th, Marcus? What do you think? Is that too
Man,
high?
to center it all around AD, big plans. I want to see it.
All right, so I'm next, and I have 2 picks, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, with my first pick the 2-time MVP, the only unanimous MVP in league history, Wardell Stephen Curry.
Okay.
The only reason that I don't know, so I think he should have been picked ahead of AD. I think we're taking Steph for granted. We like to hate on him, say he's ruined basketball, but as I've gotten older, I've grown to appreciate AD. Not AD, Steph Curry.
Appreciate
over AD. AD hasn't played in a big game in his life.
Steph hasn't performed in a big game in his life other than when he had no one else on the court with him.
Bro, he literally should have won Finals MVP that first year over Iggy.
No, LeBron should have, but I digress.
That's not how it works. You're going to be the most valuable player in losing effort.
The precedent was set. Jerry West.
Yeah, the only reason he won that award was because he was white, and it was the 69.
Whoa.
That's facts. Bill Russell should have won it. Anyway, I'm next, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
All right.
They've done it.
So now it is Peyton.
Yes, I think you guys know who I'm going to pick. My boy, my favorite player of all time, arguably one of the greatest trailblazers of all time, Dame Dollar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say McCollum.
All right, so are you picking him now just in case? So, you're picking him early so no one picks him? Or do you actually think he deserves to be picked 7th?
I genuinely believe he deserves to be picked 7th. I think he's in a situation in Portland where I think they're a great duo, but backcourt can only do so much. You need your front court, and they lack that. If Melo was in his prime, that's a championship team. But obviously we're speaking in present time. So, I think he. You guys know this. I think he doesn't get the recognition he should. But I'm going with my boy.
All right, Marcus, you're next.
I believe that my pick should go all in on Kawhi's right-hand man, Paul George.
I love it.
Good pick.
I believe it. He's exactly what Giannis needs. Down low in the paint, they can both get down and dirty. And, of course, the easy kick out. Come on.
Knockdown.
Come on.
Schmill, who you got?
Well, Marcus just kind of snagged my right hand man to my guy. So kind of going through and thinking about this over. And one guy that sticks out to me specifically is some people think of him as the number 2 man. I'm going with Sir Klay Thompson.
Wow.
He snagged him from me. He snagged him from me. No.
Klay.
Klay proven again. Playoff Klay. Third quarter Klay. Come on.
Wow.
Dang.
That guy who can go out there, has probably one of the silkiest shots in the league.
I
Put up
agree.
30 on you before you even know what's
Without even
happening.
dribbling.
Without even dribbling.
Wow. Roach, what are you going to do to respond? He took your boy.
He took my boy. All right.
You got 2 picks
Here's
in a
what,
row
we're
here.
gonna, here's what we're doing. My next pick. Stonewall wants to go duos who've won together. I'm taking Kai. Let's go Kyrie with LeBron.
Oh my god.
And then for my third, pair him up with a big man. Give me Embiid.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Throw it down low, baby.
Okay. So, Roach, what's your team so far?
I got Kyrie at the 1, LeBron, and Embiid.
Okay. Shmo, what's your team so far?
My team so far is Klay and Kawhi.
Okay. Klay and Kawhi.
And,
And you're next, brother.
yeah. All right, so this one, I know I've ragged on this guy quite a bit, but
Oh no.
he might just be one of my best available options right now for this position, and I hate to say it, but I'm thinking I'm going with Russell Westbrook.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh!
Oh.
The big Russ.
That's not who I thought you were taking.
In my
Huh.
notes, I put down Westbrick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna coach this team, and I'll be like, "Hey, Russ, you're not taking shots unless it's at the rim,
Which
and you're gonna drive and you're gonna kick to Klay, and that's about it."
to be honest, they've kind of done. You know what I mean? Like,
We're talking about the Rockets there.
yeah, like they told Russ, no more threes. You can take your middies. You're the only person on this team that can take mid-range shots, and you're dunking. That's it. Well, I'm shocked. Marcus, what's your team so far?
So far, I got PG and Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I've been crossing my fingers, my toes. It's my pick, right?
Yep.
Oh man, been crossing everything. I'm gonna have to steal him. I'm sorry. Jokic,
Oh,
Oh, the Joker.
the Joker. I need him. He just spreads the floor. He can run the floor. He can see the floor from all angles.
you know he's one of my favorite players.
Oh, man, literally.
Peter, what's your team so far?
My team so far, at the 1, I got Dame, and at the power forward, I got Anthony Davis.
Okay, who you got next?
Surprised this man has gone this far down into the list.
Don't do it to me.
I know who it is.
In this league, baby. MVP, James Harden,
Wow.
going at the shooting guard.
Looks like Peyton likes losing.
I don't know how averaging 36 points is losing, but hey, he may take shots, but hey, we're winning a championship. I'm with this boy
Yeah.
paired with Dame.
He ain't been there before. Don't know what it takes.
I am doing it.
Oh my goodness.
We got 3 teams with championship experience right now.
All right, so my team so far is just Steph and KD. Let me look at the. What am I looking for? I'm taking Luka Doncic.
Ooh.
Whose nickname will not be said on the pod.
Luka Doncic.
Oh, he went for it. Luka
He did
dog.
He did it.
That's what you're talking about?
I thought we were trying to keep it PG.
PG-13, baby. No, I'm playing. So Luca, I have the next pick, right? Dang, I wasn't
Yep.
even paying attention. Okay. I need some. I'm trying to be versatile still, you know. Zion Williamson.
Oof.
Old.
Did you actually just take him?
Yeah. So here's my reasoning. Okay, I got Steph, KD, Luca. I got the scores. I also do the little things. You know who else does the little things? Zion Williamson. I've never seen somebody seal off a rebound like Zion Williamson. It's so beautiful to watch. He comes in from crazy angles. He's like the modern day Charles Barkley. And I feel like his game will translate to whoever he plays against. Maybe he doesn't belong on the floor with these guys, but I think he'll make an impact on my team. He'll like his role. You know? Hey, your turn.
I'm in a bit of a predicament right now, but I think I need to go with somebody. Give us a little defense. I'm going to go with the man that leads the league in coronavirus, Rudy Gobert.
Ruined the league for everybody.
Single-handedly shut down the entire league.
I'm writing down the picks, right? I just put Robert.
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 I'm keeping it.
I think, all jokes aside, I'm not a huge fan of him, but I respect his game. Defensively, he
I
is
agree.
arguably one of the greatest defensive players, so needs some defensive firepower. So
All right. Marcus, what you got?
It might go as a bit of a shocker, way out there, but you had took Zion. I'd already been thinking already. I had wanted him, Ja Morant.
Oh,
For the point guard. Love it.
He knows how to spread the floor, run the floor. I'm not gonna lie, one of the highest jumping mans out there,
it's like scary how high he jumps.
literally. And then like jumper wet, what? He's spacing the floor. Yeah, I don't know why.
Say less. Say less.
Giant PG. That's it.
He goes jumper wet. What?
Hey, hold on, it's coming. It's coming.
All right. Schmill, who you got?
So another player that I've kind of like been a hater of for many years, but I've come to respect a little bit. Grit and grinding, power forward. Some people know him as Donkey, but most of the world will know him as Draymond Green.
Wow.
Another guy who's got championship prowess, has been there, but they're done it before, and just another great addition to the team.
All right, Cochino, what you got?
Who did Shmuel just take?
Draymond.
Green.
Okay.
Sorry, I was
I thought I heard-
sneezing.
I thought I heard donkey.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. I got my 1, 3, my 5. Got to fill out some shooting. Underrated player, in my opinion. Been fire this year without John Wall. I'm going to go with Brad Beal.
He did.
I did it, boys.
he did.
And then I got another one.
Yep.
Oh, no. Let's fill it out. Give me Cat.
Dang. So you're gonna put Cat and Embiid together? They kind of hate each other.
Hey, Embiid gave some support to him, bro. It's about playing the game. It's not about I love you.
Wow, that's deep. So Beal and Cat. Okay, who's next? Schmill.
So Roach just kind of took my center. So now I'm gonna circle back to that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my sixth man on my bench right now.
Okay.
Jimmy Buckets, baby, Jimmy Butler.
Ooh.
Another hungry guy, ready for that first ring. Has an attitude a little bit, proves that he can play with the the third stringers. So I think he'd be fine with the second unit.
So, does his time in Chicago, has that sweetened or soured over the years?
For me, it's only good memories with Jimmy. Like I've been a Bulls fan, and watching him come into the league, I thought he was going to be the next Derrick Rose after what happened with Derrick. It hasn't quite turned out that way, but still a great player. Still one of those guys that I think you'd want to have in your team, unless you're in Philadelphia.
So, he did a podcast with JJ Redick, right? And he basically said they just didn't want him back. Like Philly didn't. Roach, what do you think of that?
I think that's BS.
What do you mean?
I mean, Philly did want him back. Jimmy didn't want to go back.
I don't think they wanted him back. I think they wanted to keep Tobias and try to add pieces. You know what I mean?
If Philadelphia didn't want him back, it's because they already knew he wasn't going to come back, so they're saying it pridefully, like, nah, we don't want him anyways.
Marcus, do you think that makes sense at a basketball level? Them not being together?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't deny what Jimmy does on the court, but man, just off the court, I don't know. It does seem like he has a lot of locker room issues wherever he goes. I don't know. I don't know. He's a hooper though.
Nice little thing on Jimmy Butler's character. So who's next? Marcus?
Oh, we got Marcus.
Thank you, because I feel like this man has been disrespected. I mean, half of the Warriors cast has already been picked up, including Draymond Green. And I'm just going to pick him up, Andrew Wiggins.
Oh.
Just fill it out. He's literally what we need to complete the whole defensive minded of my team. And plus, what? A few buckets here? Yeah, let's go.
That's where I think how we're doing it now. We're like, we need to fill in role players with these stars. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So Peter.
Doing a little bit of a twist. I think he plays the power forward, but I'm going to put him at the small forward. I'm going to go with my boy Pascal Siakam.
Ooh. What do you like so much about his game this year?
Hey, he's kind of proven that you don't need Kawhi to be a good team, and I don't know, he's kind of overshadowed what Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan had. He's kind of showing I'm doing more than what you two did.
Yeah.
But frankly, you did have LeBron in the East, but that's for a topic for another day. So, yeah, Pascal.
All right, so my pick, let's see. I got Steph at the 1, Luke at the 2, KD at the 3, Zion at the 4, PS 5. Dang. We're gonna kind of go off the board here. I'm gonna go Marc Gasol.
Okay.
Drop my papers. So the reason I'm picking Mark there, former defensive player of the year, he can knock down a shot. So let's just run through our teams. Marcus, I'm echoing through your mic. Roach, go first. What's your team?
So I got Kyrie at the 1, Beal at the 2, LeBron at the 3. I'm going to throw Cat in at the 4 and Embiid at the 5.
Big team. Schmill, what's your team and look like?
My team, Russ at the 1, Clay at the 2, Kawhi at the 3, Draymond at the 4, and Jimmy Butler off the bench.
Okay. Marcus, what's your team looking like?
All right. So off the 1, John at the 2, Andrew Wiggins at the 3, PG, 4, Giannis, 5, Joker.
Pay.
Point guard, I got Dame. The 2, I got Harden. Small forward, Pascal. power forward Anthony Davis, and the center Rudy Gobert.
All right. So I ran through my team. I'll do it again real quick. Steph, Luka, KD, Zion, Marc Gasol. So last pick, final round, off the bench. Just need somebody to cook. I'm gonna go Jason Tatum. Been there. He made a playoff run. Went head to head with LeBron. If a couple shots fall, they win that series. I don't think they beat the Warriors at all, but he'll have a finals appearance under his belt. He took LeBron to 7 in an Eastern Conference Finals. Pay your team.
Oh, I was gonna pick CJ McCollum, but I'm gonna go bold statement. Somebody I think could be a lot better. Donovan Mitchell for the 6th man.
Get your coronavirus buddy, Rudy Gobert.
I was thinking trying to match him up. Quarantine squad, baby.
Marcus, who you got?
I'm gonna have to do it. Somebody that just wants a bucket. Victor Oladipo.
Tricky Vic.
Okay. What do you like about Oladipo's game?
Basically, he's gonna get it, and he can have a horrible whole game, especially coming off an injury. Let him get his feel for it. But at the fourth quarter, he's just gonna show up. He's just there.
Yeah,
that's what we need. That's what we always need.
I agree. Shmel?
For my center, I've been kind of tossing between two people, and I think it shouldn't even be a question that I go with the king of Shaqtin' a Fool, JaVale McGee.
Whoa.
This is ridiculous.
Listen, another championship guy who's been there. He's won it.
Been there on the coattails of the Warriors.
Hey, but he played his role really well, and that's what he's going to do on
I'm
this
just
team.
saying Zaza Pachulia played just as well as him in that role.
Hey, yeah. But I don't want Zaza Pachulia on my team because I have Kawhi Leonard. So,
yeah, I wish not to speak about that man.
We're not here to play dirty. We're here to play championship pedigree basketball. And I think I've assembled the best team.
Okay. Lorenzo. Your last pick. The last pick.
All right, coming off my bench, I got a lot of size right now. I need someone who can space the floor. And I'm going to take Devin Booker at my 6.
Wow. I love it. So I'm just going to go through some notables that haven't been picked. Kemba, CP3, Kyle Lowry, no Ben Simmons. And that's about it. I mean, CJ wasn't taken. Sabonis, Porzingis, yeah. Bam. That's about it. All right, so we're gonna bring in the unbiased judge, Peyton. Come here. My girlfriend, everybody. So look at these teams. I'll read them to you. Marcus, give me your mic real quick. So I got Roach has LeBron, Kyrie, Embiid, Bradley Beal, Karl-Anthony Towns, Devin Booker. Okay. Schmill has Clay, Kawhi, Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, and then JaVale McGee. She made a face at JaVale McGee.
That's fine.
Marcus has Paul George, Giannis, Jokic, John Morant, Andrew Wiggins, Victor Oladipo. Peyton has Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, James Harden, Rudy Gobert, Pascal Siakam, Donovan Mitchell. I have Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, Marc Gasol, Jason Tatum. So first glance, who do you think the best team is? She's thinking.
No.
Not that one?
No. No.
What are you saying no to? They can't hear you.
Oh. Well, I'm just thinking to myself.
Roach, what do you think? What do you think of this judging?
Judging's great. I'm looking right now. There's a couple teams that I'm already counting out. I'm putting up to 3. I got 3 teams that I'd stack up.
Shmo, what do you think of the teams?
I'm confident in my team. I think everybody picked well. Roach took some players from me. Marcus took some players from me. Peyton took the man that shut down the entire league. You took some well players, some people who have been there, but some people who are hungry. So I don't know. It's easy to say it on paper, but once you need to put them into the game, it's a whole different story.
Peter, what do you think?
Honestly, got some good balance. There's definitely some ones that stand out, that's for sure. But some good teams. Without being biased, I think.
No one picked Kemba.
He's not that good.
Marcus, what do you think?
Old.
Definitely some great teams. When you were reading off your teams, I was like, he has shooters. But yeah, I think we can go toe to toe with all of them.
That's Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll say either you or Roach.
Either me or you, Roach. That's what she narrowed it down to.
Okay, well, if I'm looking at my team compared to your team, I'm a little bit of a gap there, in my opinion.
Gap in what?
Considering you took a rookie in Zion, you took a aging center in
You took
Gasol.
Cat, who hasn't played in a big game of his life.
You took Gasol, who's an aging center.
Mark Gasol,
Tatum, who
former
was
defensive
MIA
player of the
last
year.
year.
Jason Tatum, one of the emerging stars. You put them all NBA, Roach. Huh?
I'm just looking at this team here. I got a lot of All NBA appearances as well.
All right. So, unbiased. Schmill, who do you think the best team is on this? Okay, you can't pick yourself. How about that? Can't pick
Okay.
yourself.
That's fair.
What's the best team? Schmill, go.
It's tough looking at everybody else, but if I'm gonna be 100% unbiased, I'm thinking probably Stone.
Wow. Peter.
I have to support my boy Lorenzo. Just a little bit more solid. I think that pick for Zion
Threw my team in array.
No, it's just throwing me off a little bit. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Lorenzo.
Marcus, who do you think? You don't have to pick me or Roach. Other than your team, who do you think has the best?
El Cochino.
Oh no!
The Coachine.
I think Roach has the best team other than mine. I agree. But okay, here's the argument against your team. Steph, Kyrie. Steph wins that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Kyrie's been there and beat him too.
Oh, okay.
But Steph's
You're talking
Steph's
about
done it more times,
experience.
though.
You're talking about experience. Devin Booker can play a great game in February. Has he ever played in April, May, June?
You got Doncic, Zion, and Tatum on your list too, dude. Where's that? Come on.
Tatum made a run to the Eastern Conference Finals. Went 7 with LeBron.
Hasn't been back there,
rookie
has he?
Dunked on him.
Hasn't been
His
back there,
rookie
has he?
year.
He was okay. This is his third year in the league.
Okay. Hey, I don't want to hear it.
It's third year in the league. Bradley Beal? Yeah, great. Dropped 55 against the Bulls any day. Cool.
Still lose too.
And he lost
Dude, you're literally looking at the franchises they've been with.
against the
Suns.
Bulls.
The Suns are terrible. You can't hold that against Booker. All you can judge him off of is based on his play. Same for Beal, same for Towns, same for Embiid.
Okay, so great. Embiid, that's a great thing. He disappeared, bro. Disappeared in the playoffs. I'm just saying you can't discredit Zion because he's a rookie. when you have
Dude.
these trash players that haven't played in a big game in their lives.
You say one game. It's not a series. It's one game. And if I take
Yeah.
any of these teams one-on-one, honestly,
Dude,
I like
Cat's gonna
Peyton's
get
team better than yours too. I like Peyton's team better than yours too.
Donovan. Okay.
And
Okay.
Schmills is close.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. If I had to pick a better team other than mine, I'd go with Peyton's.
What's the argument for yours, Pay?
In terms of experience, not a whole lot, but I think it's evenly distributed in terms of what you can use. I think Anthony Davis down low he can play the center if you really need him to.
Mm-hmm.
Great defender. You got Pascal, who's I think an even player.
Yeah, great ball handler too.
Oh, just do some pick and roll, Dame Harden, that's dangerous in my opinion. And, Harden's just, going 1 for 15. Just throw Donovan Mitchell in, that's a good pair too. So I don't know. I think I got a balanced team rather than one side be heavier than the other in terms of front and back court. So I think I got an even team. That's what it is.
So where Marcus, I think you went astray is the Andrew Wiggins pick. Defend the Andrew Wiggins pick and how your team would stack up against everybody else. How would they play together?
I just feel like my team doesn't have experience. Yes, that is true.
PG went 7.
Yes, I was about to say, especially in PG's regard. But we do have defense. We have defense. I'm not going to lie. That does win games. And we don't have players. I have players who don't shy away at the end of the day. I mean, I feel like we can stack up against anyone defensively that you all thrown out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, Schmil, defend your team. How we'll play together.
So 3 of my guys have played together, won championships together. There's that. Kawhi Leonard, just an all-around, all-time great talent. Russell Westbrook, if he's not in his own head and he plays like a normal human being, I think he'd be all right. So we have championship pedigree. We have hungry dogs ready for that first ring. We got scoring. We got some defense with our grit and grinders and Kawhi, Draymond. It's a team that I think has, with the picks I was given,
Yeah.
I put together a well team, I think.
So here's my argument for my team, how they'll play together. It's all going to run through KD. Steph and Luka will get in line. They'll knock down the shots. They can create. They can handle the ball. Zion is kind of playing the trash man role. Schmel. You're breathing really hard.
Sorry.
It's fun. Zion's going to play that trash man role. Marc Gasol's going to defend any big. Shut down Embiid. And then Tatum's going to be great coming off the bench. Filling in wherever he needs to. He's a wing that can defend. He can shoot threes. He can handle the ball. Roach, the argument for your team. How they'll play together.
So, big surprise. Team's running through LeBron. We saw LeBron and Kyrie work once. You got Kyrie and Beal there to stretch the floor in the starting positions. They can knock down shots. Kyrie's clutch. And then you got Cat and Embiid down low. They both can also shoot. They can also shoot the ball a little bit. Cat especially, it's got some range. So you got to watch out. You got to defend him at all times. You can't slack off. Embiid's gonna play the game of his life because I just know he is. He's gonna defend. He's gonna be unstoppable down low. You're not gonna do anything against him. And then you got Booker coming off the bench, and that you can erupt for 20 anytime, any moment. He can catch fire. You got too much shooting with Kyrie, Beal, Booker, Embiid, Cat, and LeBron. All 6 of them are capable of knocking down long-range shots. And then you got 3 of them that can be dominant down low too. So I don't see really any flaws in the offensive game. Defensively, Kyrie, he can play if he wants to turn it on. He's going to turn it on for this one game. Beal and Booker are the two weak spots, but when you got two towers standing down low,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Okay. So I just think that I just don't see how you reconcile Cat and Embiid playing together, like play style wise. You know what I mean? But I mean, they're professionals. They're versatile. It can work. Whatever. Fine, Roach. You have the best team. I get it. So, are we all in agreement that Roach probably has the best team if it came down to game of your life? Schmel, are we just going to concede?
Sorry, what?
Are we just going to concede that Roach has the best team?
I mean, he has the GOAT on his team, which definitely gives him some prestigiousness there.
I just don't think Kyrie's as good as you think.
I agree with that. Kyrie, he can be spotting. He's a me player and not necessarily a we player.
I just think LeBron caught him at the perfect time.
Yeah.
I just think when you got Kyrie trying to lead teams like he has been since he's gone to the Celtics and now in the Nets, compared to the Kyrie that was falling in line under LeBron, like when he's not the head guy and he knows it, there's a difference.
But is he going to be able to go back to that
That's
after having that?
I don't think he can go back to that.
Well, he is, because I'm the coach and I'm telling him to.
He'll be like, "Who are you? You." That's what he'll do. He'll get you fired. That's what he'll do. All right. So, last thing before we go, what have we been watching? What have we been doing during quarantine? Give us one recommendation, a show, anything. Schmil, go first.
On the
spot.
I've mostly been just playing some video games, 2K, MLB The Show, Madden. Wish I could play Call of Duty, but my internet sucks. It's mostly what I've been doing. Watched a few movies, and a little bit of TV shows. As far as recommendations, I mean, Knives Out is a pretty good movie.
I agree.
Yeah, that's about it right now.
That's where you're going with Peyton.
Yeah.
Oh, unlike the rest of these gentlemen, not a flex or anything, but I am still currently working.
Oh,
my hours have fluctuated though, so when I do come home, I usually get on Call of Duty, of course, Warzone, just trying to grind that out. But recommendation, I would say, going through You again, just a really good show, very interesting to watch.
It's funny you say that. Whenever I watched You, I always thought of you, Peter.
What can I ask? Why? Why is that?
His hair kind of looks like yours.
Think so?
And he kind of looks. He doesn't look like you, but he's like just some white dude with.
He wishes he looked like me. All right, Joe wishes he looked like me. So,
all right, Marcus, what have you been doing? Recommendations? Anything to watch? Bring Apex back. What's the move? What's the move?
Man, it's over. Apex is sad.
Apex is what?
Dying. It's getting a little boring. Warzone, no. Been doing a lot of that. I've been watching Ozarks, Scooby Doo. Shoot.
Wow.
Everything in quarantine.
Okay. Lorenzo. Recommendation. What have you been playing? Let's go. Recommendation first.
So, recommendation. All right, for the show recommendation, I'm not recommending One Tree Hill, which I know is what you probably wanted to hear. I will recommend The Circle on Netflix.
Explain the
that
premise.
was pretty. So it's a reality game show, pretty much. Not really a game show, just more of a reality. It's like a reality show, I guess, where there's contestants who come in and they stay in these personal apartments and they interact with other people, but without being able to physically see them. So it's just through text, through pictures, stuff like that. There's catfish who pretend to be other people. other than themselves, and pretty much you're just trying to be the most popular, I guess, like the most well liked.
Mhm.
And new people come in when people are voted out and stuff, and it's pretty interesting. I've never seen a show like it, and kind of got me on the hook there.
Okay.
What I'm playing now, playing a lot of Warzone. It's pretty dope. I really like it. In my opinion, one of the best battle royales I've played in terms of feel and polish. It's honestly pretty well polished considering it's still in quote unquote beta.
Yeah, I agree. Warzone's dope. When we won, that was insane. Like,
It's huge.
we were telling Peyton, like my girlfriend, why we play video games. That moment when we win, it's such a high. You know what I mean?
It is. It honestly
just
is. It's hard to explain.
It's hard to
For
explain.
gamers out there know.
Smell what
You
you
just
know
gotta
about
feel it.
What do I know about what?
Victory in video games.
Oh, I mean,
Chasing the
I
feeling.
own you. I own you.
And what?
UFC.
Okay, it's fine. Me,
Um,
you beat me in
but-
UFC because we don't go to the ground.
Yeah, king of stand and bang. But I know my place. I don't even try to test it there on the ground. But most of the time when I win, it's great because I'm playing with my friends, and it's just like that camaraderie that's built with them. Mostly, I play with Stonewall on 2K. Just watching that man take over with Luka Doncic on the regular, it's insane.
Rose jumper's wet.
Wetty. That's why we put in the hours in the gym.
All right, so I think we've run our course of quarantine potting. We did 45 minutes. That's pretty good.
Let's do another hour.
All right, so that's all from the quarantine diaries of the Untitled Pot. What?
Can we do Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah. Do you have one?
I mean, if you will accept this man into your Hall of Fame, I would appreciate it.
Is it gonna be someone stupid? I didn't even think about it.
I don't think it's stupid.
Run it by Roach first. Roach, tell Roach.
Walter Payton.
That's a deserving man.
All right, we'll allow it. Give the
All right.
case.
I mean, one of the greatest running backs in the history of the NFL. Inspired many of the greats that went on to surpass him, like Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, and basically every running back today will tell you that Walter Payton is one of their main motivations and inspirers growing up. Also, I, as a Bears fan, just love him. Never really got to watch him play because I wasn't born when he was playing. And I mean, how many players honestly have a award named after them that is given out every year to somebody who does charity, like the best charity?
Not many.
I mean, it's across all sports. Like, it's just a phenomenal thing. And
I love it. Walter Payton.
Walter Payton, yeah, sweetness.
I don't have any favorite moments or anything. I wasn't prepared, but hey, just put him in. He deserves it. First ballot. Let's give it to him, Roach.
First bout, he's in. He's already through the threshold.
Any comments from anybody? Anything before we head out? No.
No, I don't think so.
I love it. It's a good time. You
This was
know,
fun.
bear with us. The technical difficulties and whatnot. This is the most we've had on the pod. So we're pushing the limits. All right. So
We're
next
breaking.
time, I don't know when next time will be, but we'll try to pump these out. We don't really have stuff to talk about, so we'll keep coming up with stuff. Till next time, adios.
Oh, Tom Brady.
Tom
What?
Brady's dead to me, and we'll end on that. Goodbye.